Happy to get our first Mid-American Conference win. At times it wasn't pretty. At times we did some really good things. We need to make a great emphasis of having a great week of practice. We're playing one of the better teams, in my opinion, in the Mid-American Conference. I think they're extremely well coached. My hat's off to Thomas. Thomas is a great guy, great coach. He's built a great program. He's built it on the right stuff, very similar to what we've done. They play great defense. Their defensive front is as good as we played. It reminds me of Texas A&M. I think they're outstanding. They're 10th in the nation in overall defense. They're 35th in scoring. They stop the run. They're averaging less than 100 yards a game. They stop in the pass, 23rd in passing. Great on third down. They get off the field. And, on offense, they're going to control the ball. It's a run-first organization with great play-action pass. I think the offensive line is extremely physical. They've got a mentality about running the football. I think the backs are outstanding. Overall, I think it is a super well-coached football team, and we're going to have to play our very best game to give ourselves a chance. I think this week is going to be the prep work has got to be on point. You're not going to get the ball as much as you normally would just because of how they control the ball on offense. So every snap is going to matter, and it's going to be a great game. The weather's going to be perfect. We need to have a full stadium, and this is going to be a great heavyweight fight, in my opinion.
Coach, obviously Connor's been playing really well this season. It seems to be making the right decisions and reads, even like the handoff to Fannin there at the end of the game. I guess just how have you seen him improve in the decision-making factor, even from last year where he ended the season on a good note?
Yeah, I think he's done a wonderful job in the off season, making sure that he knows the offense like the coaches. Anytime that you have that type of feel for the system, you're going to play well. And traditionally, in this system, everyone plays better in year 2, and then in year 3 you normally dominate. He's an older guy, so he's playing at a very, very high level right now in year 2. I think his body position has changed so much. I think his footwork is dead on. He's throwing on rhythm, throwing on time, taking the right drops, right body position, weaving through progressions, getting the ball to the check down, taking shots when they're there, and protecting the ball. And he's an older guy that's played a lot of football, and we got to do a better job protecting him this week. This front is excellent, and they hit the quarterback, and they play great team defense, in my opinion. So we've got to do a great job of protecting the passer, a great job of establishing the run game, and be really balanced. You go one way or the other with these guys, you get in trouble real quick. If you think you're just going to line up and run the ball at them every snap, you're not going to do that. If you think that you're going to drop back every snap, you're not going to do that either, because I think they have relentless pass rush. So I think this is an excellent Northern Illinois team. And watching the tape, you always, when you watch those upsets in the MAC, you sometimes feel like it was a fluke. This was no fluke. They physically played better than Notre Dame inside and out on all 3 phases, in my opinion. So we're going to have our work cut out for us. I think they're, just like I said, I think Thomas has done a great job. I think they're well coached. And just like I said, I think this is going to be a big-time heavyweight fight.
Third down conversions for you guys has been huge this year. I think 46%, converting it significantly higher. You guys are able to sustain those long drives. How big of a factor has that aspect been, converting third downs, even fourth downs, and obviously going up against Northern Illinois?
Yeah, I think our third down, we would be a top 10 in the country if we didn't play Texas A&M. We did a great job on third down, week 1 against Fordham, week 2 against Penn State. Week 3 we did not. Week 4 we did an unbelievable job against ODU on third down. and did an excellent job against Akron. And a lot of the plays against Akron were Connor extending the play and made some really big plays. I think our protection has been much better than what it's been in the past. I think our receivers are getting better from week to week, and we've got a good tight end, a really good tight end.
Just looking at Northern Illinois, obviously, in the same pod as you, so you guys will be facing them every year along with Toledo. A lot of good battles between the two programs, especially the decade ago in the MAC championship game. How much can kind of this start, kind of not only renew a rivalry, but really kind of strengthen that with Northern Illinois?
Yeah, just like I said, I've watched that program over the last 4 years, 5 years. I think Thomas came in right around the same time I did, and I've just watched it develop. And he's done it the right way in terms of it was all about getting the fronts right, in which he did. And his philosophy is really, really simple. We're going to line up, and it's going to be inside drill all game long. We're gonna violate your eyes with play action pass. We're going to run the ball. We're not afraid to go for it on fourth down. We're going to be a ball hog team. And then we're going to build a defense that I think is as good a defense as there is in this conference. And, the front is excellent. The back end, I think, is very, very good. The linebackers play hard. And I think they're very, very well coached in all three phases.
Obviously, C.J. Brown had a great, career at Northern Illinois. He's really off to a good start with you guys here. What has his presence been like for this defense and this team this year?
Yeah, I think he's a veteran guy, very similar to Connor, that's played a lot of football. And he's playing at a high level. He tackles well. So I'm happy with how C.J.'s been playing.
Coach, it's my understanding this week is Student Athlete Mental Health Week, and that some of the guys are getting involved with the Start a Conversations initiative. Can you tell me about some of the stuff that the guys are getting involved this week to be able to contribute to that initiative?
Yeah, I think our guys do a great job with in terms of respecting and trying to help others that are struggling with mental health. I know Malcolm's involved with his own program. It's a hot topic, and it's a real topic. It's just not a hot topic. There's some real things going on, and unfortunately, I think COVID, along with a few other things that are going on in society, has really caused a lot of heartache and a lot of stress on people. So anytime that our guys can get involved with, number one, recognizing it, and number two, helping others, I think that's great. So yeah, it's a real deal right now. I mean, it's some of the things that these kids have to deal with in comparison to how I grew up and how our coaches grew up. It's night and day. And every single time that you pick up your phone, there's a like, there's a dislike, there's a comment. And all we had to do was worry about going outside and playing really hard and having fun with our friends, go home, play all day, get up, go to school, play sports, and worry about three news outlets, if you're worth a damn. And then when you went even to the highest level that I was at, ESPN was really just started. I mean, ESPN was the only thing, and you might have had to deal with, the local and the state newspaper. So it's a total different world what these guys are living in, and it's there's a reason right now that college football is challenging, and that's one of the reasons, in my opinion. There's a lot of things going on right now. But, the social media piece, the mental health piece, there's a lot of things on these guys' plates right
now. Just at this point in the season, and now that you're going up against the best rushing team in the MAC, I guess what's the level of concern with the run defense at this point? What really needs to happen to improve?
Yeah, it was, if you really assess the Akron game, I want to say the majority of their offense came out of like 7 plays. And it's the first time ever that I think we've won the game and lost the explosion battle. We lost the explosion battle in that football game, and then on top of giving them a free 7 points at the beginning of the game, that's tough to overcome on the road, and that's tough to overcome even at home. The games are too close. Things are too close. Parity is across the board. Mentality is different. I hate to say that at times, week to week. So, we've got to play. We've got to be so emotionally invested in this next game, along with the next 7. But this one in particular, this is going to be a hard nose, bully ball. There's nowhere to hide in this one at all, and it's going to be a great challenge for both teams, in my opinion.
Coach, any update on Terrion's status? How's he doing?
He should play in this game. I was disappointed that he didn't play in the Akron game, to be quite honest with you. Everything at the beginning of the week, there was an indication that he should have played, ended up not working out that way. But I was disappointed he didn't play last week. But hopefully he has a great week of practice, and we can get him in the fold, which will definitely help in the run game, for sure. And I'm not discrediting it at all. Like Jason Patterson and JJ have been playing lights-out football, selfless football. If you go back and, everyone talks about the first kickoff of the year with Jason, just go look at play number 1. Go watch play number 1 when we were in the coming out, when we hit Harold on the F-line screen. And Jason Patterson takes the fake. He then gets in phase and was the lead blocker on the play. Just go watch that. And in my opinion, as coaches, we appreciate the guys that really, really play well without the ball in their hands. And he's a guy that's playing well with the ball in his hands. He's catching the football exceptional. But it's no shock, though. This guy comes to work every day. He works his tail off. He never complains. He might be nicked up a bit and finds a way to practice, is always on top of his stuff, has very, very minimal mistakes week in and week out. And so it's not a shock that he's playing well. When you're doing those things and having great habits day in and day out, and we got some guys that are doing that on our team, and we got some guys that need to step up to that level, in my opinion. And we've all got to be on point this week. This is a championship type of team that we're facing, and you got to be able to stop the run. You got to win the turnover battle for sure. It feels like you're playing an option team. They're gonna hold on to the ball, and then they play great defense. So somehow you got to find a way to hold on to it. So this is a big challenge. This game could be over in 2 hours and 15 minutes. I mean, it's one of those type of games.